Okay, so this is going to be our next notes. You need to watch the exponential function notes, and then you'll be ready for this. Okay, and they're not very long, so if you haven't watched them, go watch them first, and then you can start watching these notes. So here we're going to look at graphing exponential functions. Okay, and again, an exponential function is y equals ab to the x. Okay, something with an exponent in it, right? Okay, whenever we're doing this, you want to consider a few things. Okay, you want to make sure whenever you're going to graph them and you're going to make a data table like we do down here, we're going to find the y-intercept. So that's where x equals 0. You can just plug that into your table, make sure that's part of it, and then construct a data table and get like points on this. Kind of gets it spread out nicely. So like here, like what we're going to do here, we're going to go -2, -1. We're going to go our y-intercept, and then we're going to go 1 and 2. So then we have these points matching up. Okay, so we can get kind of a good amount of points, and they're at the right spacing. Okay, and then once we figure these out, we'll plug these in here. You'll see in a minute. Then we'll graph it. Okay, the one we're going to do first, just for as an example, is y equals 3x. Okay, so we then take this equation and plug it in, see what y is when x equals something. So here I have x and I have y, and I've included an extra one, 3 to the x. So we're saying, well, you know, when x is some power, what is y equal to? And that's really what the function says. So here we plug in -2 for x, so that'd be 3 to the -2 power, or 1 over 3 squared, so that would give us 1 over 9. That's our first one. And then, so then we do the next one, 3 to the -1st. That would be 1 over 3. Okay. We just get it when it's a 3 to the -1, we invert it, and we have 1 over 3 to whatever power that is. And here it's 1. Okay. So then we plug in zeros. 3 to the 0 is 1. And then here we have 1. So 3 to the 1st is 3. And then we have 2. 3 squared, that's going to give us 9. So then we have all the points. When x is 2, y is 1/9. When x is -1, when x is -1, y is 1/3. When x is 0, y is 1, and so on. So let me draw a graph here, a coordinate plane, and then we'll graph these together. Okay, so let's put these in. So x is -2, y is 1/9. -2, somewhere around here, right? And then -1, 1/3. So -1, maybe like here. And again, these don't have to be perfect. We're just getting a general idea of what the function looks like. Then 0 and 1, like that. 1 and 3. And then 2 and 9. There, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep. 2 goes all the way up to there. Close. Then we're just going to connect them. I'm going to draw this here. Try to do a nice job on it. Okay. So then there's our line, right? This is the one we called exponential growth. And again, you can see it has a horizontal asymptote. It's never going to quite touch this x-axis. It'll always be just a little bit above it, but we can see this is an exponential function, an exponential growth. Okay, so add that to your notebook, and you should be able to do these graphing problems.